Okay, everybody, I got a OTC that hit my radar. I want to share a couple minutes worth of stuff I came across with. The symbol is DPLS, Dark Post Technology. Had a monster day on Friday, and they had a big day on Thursday. So they had back-to-back days that they really came off the canvas, as they say, and made some big moves. So they closed at 3.2 cents a share, which was right above the 200-day moving average, which I consider extremely bullish for a charter. Hopefully they can hold that line and hold the 3 cent into the close on tomorrow and going forward to build a base and see if they can move up and test the 5 cent range. It's once you start hitting as they call it silver, 5 cents and up, it starts to get really interesting with some of these small cap companies. So they specialize in laser-based monitoring systems. They have AI cameras, drones. They deal with basically keeping oil and gas lines safe, rail, smart cities, aerospace. They've been having dealings with the government, for patents and whatnot. So it's basically critical real-time monitoring that they do. They provide that service, and it sounds like it's getting a lot of traction now. And with some patents that they just basically sealed with some of these companies, they're getting noticed, and for good reason. They have 3 exclusive patents with the Naval Air Warfare base, covering advanced laser detection. So that's critical, obviously, and if the Navy's providing patent license for this company, that's a big deal. They've entered a license agreement with UMBRA Technology. I'm not sure if they call it Umbra or if you just go by the initials. You can look them up on the web. They're easy to find. So they entered a license agreement to integrate the next generation secure networking conditions for the company. They just uplisted to the OTCB, believe early this year or late last year. So they're making all the right moves, and obviously with the last 2 days of trading, a lot of investors are climbing on board, and they're starting to believe in the company again. So it's worth a look. I mean, the 86% move on Friday with 13 million shares traded, that's going to get a lot of people's attention out there. So take a look, do your own due diligence, and let's see how this trades this upcoming week. Talk to you soon, everybody.